Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. So I did one of these kind of videos, and my wife thinks I should do more of them, where I shot some footage when I was at a brewery. And I did one for Santa Rosa, or no, not Santa Rosa's location. Was it Windsor location for Russian River? And this is for the Saratoga location of Treehouse. Keith from Night 3 Lumber and I did pick up beer before they opened proper. They were just doing curb pickup. We did it correctly, where you go to Artisanal Brew Works while you're up that way, and you also go to Treehouse. You don't just go to Treehouse, which is a mistake I made today because I went up on a day that Artisanal is closed. So yes, this is a video about Treehouse. I'll put in the footage of different things I'm talking about, but I cannot overemphasize how much you guys should go to Treehouse and in Saratoga, and if you do, you should also go to Artisanal Brew Works. But I'll keep this Treehouse focused. So you get there, big parking lot. I mean, the day I went, it was not a weekend, so it was pretty dead. I went pretty close to open. Wanted it to be dead. I didn't want a crowd. That's one of the reasons I went there. Kind of wanted to scope it out. My daughter and her boyfriend have invited me a couple times to go up in the evening, but with Cooper, I couldn't wrap my head around it without seeing it for myself. If I wanted to bring a dog there, you can't bring them inside, and you can't order beers from outside. So I certainly didn't bring them today when I was by myself. Anyway, it was kind of nice to just kind of see it, and plenty of space outside. I mean, just so much seating. And inside, a lot of seating inside. I ended up sitting outside. It was like 70 degrees, kind of my sweet spot for temperature. Started in the shade, then a breeze and the clouds came in, so then I sat in the sun for a little bit. And it was lovely. I had one beer there, bought some beer to go, and it was just nice. There weren't a lot of people there, and I just was left alone with my thoughts. But anyway, so again, this is a walkthrough. So you get there, pickups in the front. I didn't get any footage of that. So you park, you walk in the back. You see all the outdoor seating, which is, again, ample. You go in. To your left is where they have merch. To your right is where they have coffees and their liquors. It is overwhelming. It is so many things I like. This is like, if I won some contest and could spend $5,000, I think I could. Like $5,000 at Treehouse. Okay, let me not exaggerate. At least $1,000 I could easily spend there. Between cases of beer, all the different kinds of they have so many bags of different kinds of coffee beans, let alone equipment to brew coffee, pre-made cold brews. They had all their liquors, and then they had pre-mixed cocktails where you just pour the liquid into a shaker with ice, and then you strain it out, and there you go, because it has everything in the bottle. So you could get their pickle gin, or you could get their pickle martini already mixed together, and you just again add ice essentially. They had almost got Cooper. They had dog toys. They're $20. I'm not going to spend $20 for something he's going to destroy within 3 minutes. Although I didn't find a squeaker, and it's really the squeaker he tries to get out. But anyway, tons of merch, not surprising. A good amount of merch. I said, no, it's a ton of merch. And then they make pizza and garlic knots. A knock on them for me, I don't do dairy, and they don't have anything that doesn't have dairy in it. So another reason to go to Artisanal, has a better menu. Although if you like pizza and you do dairy, I hear the pizza's awesome. But if you want something else, or you don't do dairy, it's not the place for you to eat. I believe this location is the only one that does single slices, but you can also get full pizzas. I know Sean from Nerd Sense mentioned the single slice to me, and then when I was there today, I overheard someone say, "Oh, they're doing full pizzas now too," and I saw them carry a full pizza later after their order was done. Continuing to be overwhelmed. They just have so many beers, seltzers, drinks that you can order. The list is just ongoing. The list of stuff that you could, the beers and stuff you could buy, it's overwhelming. Again, I'm very disciplined. I had a beer. There are a bunch of beers I wanted to try. They have side pulls. They have so many different styles. Small lagers. Coffee stouts. They had a coffee lager. They had. I don't think I got one of those. I got one of those like mixed cases to take home. That's where this will be posted after. This video will be posted after the review of this. This is a sour saison. There was one of those in the case, so I'm like, yeah, I just want to try one. So that's kind of perfect for me. I didn't want a whole 4-pack, and they don't love it, so I'm glad I only had the one can. I went with what was it called? The Way of the Warrior. It was like secret hops, kick out all these awesome fruits, Dippa, and it was good, but it was too fresh. Like, I think they're hop. I heard Joe from Joe's Arcade say this, and I actually texted him from the brewery. I'm like, you're right. I think they're hopping their beers more, and I think for me anyway, and people like Joe also, a few weeks on those is worth it, So I'm not going to be in a rush to review those hoppy beers I bought. It was good. Don't get me wrong. It was good. The more I drank it, the more I liked it. But it wasn't super astringent, but it had some of that hop astringency, more than I like. But anyway, I finally got this glass there. You have to get a pour to buy this glass, and it's one of the most awesome. I don't plan on buying glassware ever again, and it is the only glass I've been wanting to do. I wanted to buy in Cape Cod, but we haven't gone in a while. So I was like, I'm going to finally do it. It's the Saratoga location's close to my house, like 30 minutes away, 25 minutes away. I'm like, let me just get the glass finally there. So I'm so glad I got the glass. They have a bocce court or two. I don't know how that works. There's 2 lanes for bocce. I haven't played bocce in so long. I don't know if that means there's 2 games can go at the same time or if that's all one game. I didn't bother reading the rules. But they were posted. It also said don't let your kids play on it. And there was a couple letting their kid play on it. Not play bocce, just like run around on it. Watch your kids at breweries, everyone. Let's get that conversation argument going. I want to keep this relatively short and take a ton of footage there. I think I didn't do they don't do it's not like when I was at Russian River where we did a whole brewery tour. It's not like that kind of a place. But yeah, it was a beautiful location. It's huge. It's nice. It's nice to have another good brewery in the area. But yeah, like I said, I wish their food was different. Maybe you can bring food there. I haven't looked that up. That would be a good option if they do let you do that. They were really big in don't open cans. Like if you buy cans to go, they're to go. And I got talking to the woman who was front facing for that. Although they have a kiosk if you're there that you can just order from this kiosk, a digitized kiosk. But there are certain things you can buy from someone who's standing there without like ordering, and in the back they compile everything and then wheel it out to you. So I was talking to her, like, because she's like putting tape over the case, like, yeah, please don't open on the premise. The tape says don't open on the premise. So I'm like, does that happen? Do people do that? And she goes, yeah. She goes, there's this group who comes in sometimes, and they're like, we stopped serving at 9:30, so we cracked some cans. But like they bring their own Red Solo cups and stuff, and I'm like, that's trashy. Like that's just trashy. And she goes, yeah, and they were just like leaving their food out. They're right next to a garbage can, and like, yeah, they don't do like a wait staff thing there. Like they don't like bring out your food and clean up after you. But if they notice something's dirty, they clean up. But it's like you're right next to a garbage can. You couldn't have just like thrown the stuff away. I'm like, and it bothers me. And then I let her vent, and this is something I have to remind myself a lot in life. And I said, and then what percentage of people are super cool who come? And she's like, oh, it's like 99 point something percent are like really cool to interact with. I said, yeah, and that's what we, I think, as humans have to focus on sometimes. But anyway, yeah, I had a fun trip there. It's 25, 30 minutes away. But I had a fun time. Weather was good. Again, the beer was good. It just, if I had cans of it, I would wait a few weeks before I drank another one. Beautiful facility. Yeah, I think that's everything I want to do. I think I covered everything I shot video of. And yeah. What's going on in your guys' world? Have you been there before? Have you been to other Treehouse locations? Went to another brewery. Has nothing to do with Treehouse you want to tell me about? Major life event? Anything and everything? Comment section below. Let's get those conversations going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews, both of those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.